Sentence stress. It's not the kind of stress that keeps you up at night. And in fact, it's not anything bad at all. It's an essential part of English. So, let's dive right in.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. This is Happy English Podcast, episode 855, Speaking Naturally, Sentence Stress and Emphasis. Hello and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to look at another part of speaking naturally in English, something native speakers do all the time, but many learners never get taught in class, and that is sentence stress. And when I say sentence stress, I'm not talking about being stressed out about learning grammar. I'm talking about how we say certain words louder, longer, or more clearly, and how that changes the feeling and sometimes even the meaning of what we're saying. Okay, let's jump in. First, what is sentence stress anyway? Well, in English, we don't stress every word the same. That would sound robotic. Instead, we naturally stress the important words, the words that carry meaning. So what kinds of words get stressed? Well, in most cases, it's the verbs and nouns, because they carry the meaning. Think of the verb as the action, and the noun as the thing doing or receiving the action. Like in the sentence, I bought a computer at the store. The action is bought, and the things involved are computer and store. So these are the words that get stressed. The little words like I, at, are not as important for the meaning, so they stay unstressed. We don't say, I bought a computer at the store with all the words stressed. We say, I bought a computer at the store. Bought, computer, store. The key words are bought, computer, and store. And those are the key words that make up the thought groups. I talked about those in episode 853. So if you missed it, I'd suggest you check that out. I bought a computer at the store. So why does all of this matter? Because stress gives rhythm to English. And when you understand sentence stress, you'll sound more natural, understand native speakers more easily, and you can even change the meaning of a sentence by shifting the stress. Let me show you how. Let's try this sentence. I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. It's 8 words, and it has 8 different meanings depending on which word you stress. Here we go. I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. Not me. Maybe someone else thinks that, but I don't. I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. I don't think so. I disagree with that idea. I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Maybe she is, or maybe she's not. I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. Not her. Maybe someone else is prettier. I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. I mean, she's not the prettiest. Maybe she's one of the prettiest, but not the prettiest girl here. I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. Maybe she's the smartest or the most talented, but not the prettiest. I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. Maybe someone else, not necessarily a girl, stands out more. And finally, I don't think she's the prettiest girl here. Maybe she's the prettiest somewhere else, but certainly not here in this place. So you see how that works? It's the same sentence, 8 totally different feelings and meanings just by shifting the stress from one word to the next. So, how can you practice this? Here are a few ideas. First of all, record yourself reading a sentence and emphasize different words. Try it with this sentence. She told me to call him yesterday. Emphasize she, then me, then call, then yesterday. And hear the difference. She told me to call him yesterday. 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 See, you hear the difference there? The next thing you can do is shadowing. Shadow native speakers. Repeat after them and match the rhythm and the stress. Don't just repeat the words, repeat the music, repeat the rhythm, repeat the stress. And read with intention. Read with intention. Choose one sentence and decide what's the most important word in this sentence. Stress that one and de-emphasize the rest. Okay? And here's a mini challenge for you. Try this sentence. We can meet after lunch if you want. Now say it a few different ways. Emphasize we. We can meet after lunch if you want. Maybe it's not them, it's us. Emphasize meet. We can meet after lunch if you want. Not call, not message, meet. Emphasize after lunch. We can meet after lunch if you want. Not before lunch, not after breakfast, right? Emphasize if you want. Maybe it's optional, right? We can meet after lunch if you want. Okay? So each version changes the feel of the sentence, and that's exactly what native speakers do without thinking. Okay, let's recap. English has sentence stress. We stress content words like verbs and nouns. Changing the stress can actually change the meaning. To sound more natural, practice rhythm, not speed. Shadowing and repetition help build this skill. So remember, fluency isn't about speaking faster. It's about sounding natural. And sentence stress is a huge part of that. If you try this out, let me know how it goes. Come find me on Instagram at HappyEnglishNY or leave a comment here on the blog. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And until next time, keep practicing, keep stressing the right words, and keep it cool. And if you really want to get more practice using your English, well, you should join my Podcast Learners Study Group. There, you can make new international friends. Join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose podcast lesson 855. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English. Get happy. Happy English.